Welcome to Penrose Learning, where we make understanding easy.
You already have HTML5 and a site shell. Now start by enabling Google Cloud Translation and generating an API key. Once you have the key, decide whether to use a client-side widget for fast setup or server-side calls to protect the key. Create a config file or a secure environment variable if you'll call the API from the server. Make sure to restrict the API key by referrer or IP. Now add a container element in your HTML where the Translator UI will appear. Now implement the integration. Insert the container div and a language selector into your page and wire up an event listener for changes. If you use server-side calls, post the source text to your endpoint, which forwards the request to Google with the API key. Otherwise, call the API from client with proper restrictions. Once you get the JSON response, iterate text nodes and replace content while preserving HTML structure. Also cache translations locally to reduce repeated API calls and latency. Finish by polishing UX, add loading states, graceful fallbacks, and store user language preferences in cookies or local storage. Test translations across common pages and check right-to-left language rendering. Make CSS direction adjustments when needed. Monitor API quota and set exponential backoff for 429 or network errors. If translations fail due to key restrictions, move calls to a server proxy and reconfigure referrer or IP limits. Finally,
Thanks for watching. If this was helpful, leave a like and consider subscribing. See you next time.